अरे यार, सच बताओ, you do everything right. You invest in mutual funds, you wait patiently for years, and then when your money finally grows, the government steps in and takes a massive 12.5% cut of your hard-earned profits. It feels completely unfair, right? देखो, most people think paying this tax is compulsory, but it's not. There is a completely legal government-approved strategy sitting right inside the income tax rules that lets you pull out 1,25,000 rupees every single year completely tax-free. And you're probably ignoring it right now. Today, I'm going to show you the exact 5-step system to harvest this tax-free money before March 31st. Let's protect your profits. Okay, real talk. It's March. You're scrambling. You've dumped money into some random ELSS fund because your CA told you to. Your FD is sitting there earning 6.5%, and when you finally get your Form 26 AS, you look at how much tax you paid last year and you feel cheated. Like you did everything right. You invested, you saved, and somehow the government still took a big chunk. Here's the thing, you probably did do it wrong, but not because you're bad with money, because nobody told you about a completely legal, government approved, literally sitting right there in the Income Tax Act strategy that lets you pull out 1,25,000 rupees every single year completely tax free from your equity investments. And I'm not talking about PPF, I'm not talking about ATC Jugaad. I'm talking about something called LTCG tax harvesting. And once I show you the math on this, you're going to be genuinely annoyed nobody told you sooner. I am Rohan, and I spend way too much time thinking about the tax system and how most middle class Indians are legally overpaying it every single year. If you're someone who's investing in mutual funds or stocks, has heard the term long term capital gains but never actually understood what it means for your wallet, or is just tired of watching your money go to the government when there's a perfectly legal way to keep more of it, make sure you hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Alright, let's get into it. So, Budget 2024 quietly changed a number that most people just scrolled past, and Budget 2026 confirmed it's staying exactly where it is. That number? 1,25,000 rupees. That is the annual long-term capital gains exemption limit for equity investments. Meaning, if you sell equity mutual funds or stocks that you've held for more than 1 year, your first 1,25,000 rupees of profit every financial year is completely, totally 0% tax-free. Now gains above 1,25,000 rupees, those get taxed at 12.5%, which yes, went up from 10% in budget 2024, genuinely frustrating. But that's exactly why this strategy matters even more now. Here's what most people don't realize. They treat this 1,25,000 rupees exemption like a passive thing. Like, oh nice, if I happen to sell and my gains are under 1,25,000 rupees, cool, I won't pay tax. That's not a strategy. That's just accidentally not messing up. The actual strategy is actively engineering your portfolio every year so you are deliberately, systematically using up every single rupee of that exemption and then reinvesting to reset your cost basis, reduce your future tax burden, and compound your returns on money the government would have otherwise taken. This is what wealthy investors have been doing quietly for years, and today we are going to break it down for everyone. Let's talk about a guy. Let's call him Arjun. He's 28, he's a software engineer in Pune, he makes 12 lakh rupees a year. He started a SIP of 10,000 rupees per month in a flexi cap fund, something like a Parak Parikh or a Mirai Asset large and mid cap, 3 years ago. Smart move, no lock-in, full flexibility, and his fund has delivered about 14% annualized returns, which by the way is pretty reasonable for a well-run flexi cap. Top diversified equity funds have historically delivered 12 to 16% annualized over 5 plus years, so 14% is right in that zone. Quick side note, if you're doing an SIP in ELSS for the ATC benefit, great, keep doing it. But ELSS has a 3-year lock-in for each installment, meaning each monthly SIP is locked for 3 more years. ELSS is not the right vehicle for this tax harvesting strategy unless you're doing a lump sum. Keep your ELSS for ATC. Use a no lock-in fund like a Flexi Cap or Nifty 50 index fund for this strategy. Alright, back to Arjun. So by the end of year 3, his Flexi Cap portfolio is worth roughly 4,80,000 rupees. His total invested amount was 3,60,000 rupees. So his unrealized gains are approximately 1,20,000 rupees. Now what does Arjun do? Most people just let it sit. They think I'll sell when I need the money. But here's what Arjun should do right now in March 2026 before the financial year ends. he should sell his entire 4,80,000 rupees portfolio. I know, that sounds terrifying, but stay with me. His gains are 1,20,000 rupees. That's under the 1,25,000 rupees LTCG threshold. So his tax bill on this sale? 0 rupees. Literally 0. Now, and this is the critical part, he immediately buys back the exact same fund the next day. His portfolio value is identical, 4,80,000 rupees. Same fund, same units roughly, but now his cost basis has been reset to 4,80,000 rupees. He's essentially locked in his tax-free gains. When this fund grows by another 1,25,000 rupees next year, he can do the exact same thing again. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Let's say Arjun does this every single year for the next 20 years, consistently harvesting 1,25,000 rupees tax-free annually. If he didn't harvest and instead let everything compound and then sold at the end of 20 years, a large chunk of his gains would be taxed at 12.5%. With disciplined annual tax harvesting, assuming his portfolio grows to 1.5 crore rupees over 20 years, the amount he saves in taxes by harvesting regularly, conservative estimates put it at 8 to 12 lakh rupees over the full period. That's money that stayed in the market, compounding for him, not going to the government. And the psychological thing here, that 8 to 12 lakh rupees at 14% returns over 20 years becomes 1.6 to 2.4 crore rupees more in his corpus. Tax efficiency is not boring accounting. It is one of the most powerful wealth building levers you have. Now you might be thinking, Rohan, this sounds good in theory, but what about brokerage? What about exit loads? Doesn't buying and selling cost me money? Valid. Excellent objection. Let's address it. For direct mutual fund plans, and if you're not investing in direct plans, please fix that first. There is no exit load after 1 year on most diversified equity funds. 0. Brokerage. If you're using a decent platform, Zerodha, Grow, Coin, the transaction costs on mutual fund redemptions are essentially 0 or negligible. So the friction is basically emotional. And that is the real reason most people don't do this. It's not that they don't know, it's that selling feels wrong. It feels like you are interrupting the compounding. It feels like you're breaking something that's working. And I get that. I genuinely do. The first time I did a tax harvest on my own portfolio, my stomach did a little thing. Like, am I sure about this? What if the market crashes between when I sell and when I buy back? Here's the mental reframe. You are not exiting the market. Yes, the redemption payout takes T plus 2 or T plus 3 days to hit your bank account, but here's the thing. If you have even a small amount of spare cash sitting around, you can place the fresh buy order on the exact same day you put in the sell order. Same day's NAV, 0 days out of the market. The sell and the buy happen in parallel. You're essentially doing a lateral transfer, not an exit. And even if you don't have spare cash and have to wait for settlement, you're out of the market for maybe 48 to 72 hours. The probability of the market moving so dramatically in that window that you lose more than you save in taxes, statistically very small compared to a guaranteed, logged-in tax saving. This is a mindset shift. From investing is about picking stocks to investing is a full system that includes tax optimization. The second mindset is what actually makes people wealthy. Okay, so we've covered LTCG harvesting, but here's where I want to blow your mind a little. Because the 1,25,000 rupees tax-free LTCG limit, that's just one layer. Let me show you what a fully optimized, legal, tax-efficient strategy looks like for someone in the old tax regime in 2026. Layer 1, Section 80C, 1,50,000 rupees deduction. You can invest up to 1,50,000 rupees in PPF, ELSS, EPF, NSC, or life insurance premiums and get a full deduction from your taxable income. At the 30% tax bracket, that's a direct saving of 46,800 rupees per year. PPF right now is earning 7.1% per annum, compounded annually, completely tax-free. Triple E status, exempt on investment, exempt on interest, exempt on maturity. That is an incredible risk-free return for the guaranteed portion of your portfolio. Layer 2, NPS additional reduction, 50,000 rupees more. Under Section 80 CCD 1B, you get an additional 50,000 rupees deduction if you invest in NPS, the National Pension System. This is over and above the 1,50,000 rupees 80C limit. In the 30% bracket, that's another 15,600 rupees in direct tax savings. Layer 3, LTCG harvesting, 1,25,000 rupees tax-free gains, every year, like clockwork. Layer 4, Section 80D, health insurance.
up to 25,000 rupees for your own family's health insurance, another 25,000 rupees if you're paying for parents under 60, up to 50,000 rupees if your parents are senior citizens. So look, an Arjun who's employed, investing smartly and using all four layers, he can, in a single year, shield over 3,50,000 rupees of income from tax through completely legal means. That is not some exotic offshore account strategy. That is the Income Tax Act working exactly as the government designed it, to encourage long-term saving and investing. The problem? Almost nobody does all four layers. Most people do ATC, kind of, at the last minute, in a panic, in March, and they leave everything else on the table. Alright, I don't want to be the guy who explains a concept beautifully and then leaves you with no idea what to actually do. So let me give you a concrete action plan. Step 1. Know your unrealized LTCG right now. Open Zerodha console, Grows P&L section, or whatever platform you use. Look at your equity mutual fund holdings. Filter for funds held more than 365 days. Check the unrealized gains column. That's your LTCG exposure. Step 2. Calculate how much you can harvest tax-free. If your total unrealized LTCG is 1,50,000 rupees, you need to sell the portion that corresponds to 1,25,000 rupees in gains, not the full portfolio value. Your platform's P&L tool will show you the gains breakdown. Now, here's something that trips a lot of beginners. You don't have to manually figure out which units to sell. FIFO mandates first in first out, which means the platform automatically treats your oldest units as the ones being redeemed first. You don't pick the units. The system does it for you. All you do is enter a redemption amount in rupees and the platform's backend handles the FIFO math and generates the capital gains breakdown automatically. One less thing to stress about. Step 3. Redeem and reinvest. Sell, immediately place a fresh purchase order for the same fund or a similar fund if you want to avoid any wash sale optics, though India technically doesn't have a wash sale rule like the US does. The reinvestment resets your cost basis. Step 4. Document everything. Download the capital gain statement from your platform, keep it for your ITR filing, show it to your CA. This is fully legitimate and your CA should not be surprised by it. If they are, that's a conversation you need to have. Step 5. Set a calendar reminder. Do this every year. January to March is the ideal window. You have time to check gains, plan, execute and settle before March 31st. Don't leave it to the last week. I know someone who tried to do this on March 30th. Settlement takes T plus 2 days. The gains landed in April. He missed the year. Don't be that person.
Let me quickly address the 3 mistakes I see constantly. Mistake 1. I'm in the new tax regime, so this doesn't apply to me. Wrong. The 1,25,000 rupees LTCG exemption applies under both regimes. Your equity gains are taxed the same way regardless of which income tax regime you chose. The difference is that in the new regime, you can't claim ATC deductions, but the LTCG harvesting strategy? Fully applicable. Do it. Mistake 2. My gains are only 40,000 rupees. It's not worth the effort. Here's the thing about this one. The gains are small because you've been investing for a short time or your portfolio is small. But this is exactly when you should start building the habit. Because in 5 years, when your portfolio is 30 to 40 lakh rupees and your unrealized gains are 8 lakh rupees, you absolutely cannot harvest all of that in 1 year tax-free. You needed to be doing this from year 1. Tax harvesting is a discipline, not a one-time trick. Mistake 3. I'll just hold forever and never pay tax. Look, I love long-term holding, truly, but I'll never sell is not a tax strategy. It's a fantasy. Because eventually, retirement, a house down payment, a medical emergency, something, you will sell. And if you've been sitting on 80 lakh rupees in gains for 20 years and you liquidate it all at once, that's a very large tax bill. Annual harvesting prevents that cliff. I want to zoom out for a second because I think there's something important happening in India right now that's bigger than any single tax trick. We have right now, in 2026, a generation of young Indians who are investing in equities for the first time. SIP registrations are at all-time highs. The mutual fund industry has crossed 82 lakh crore rupees in AUM. The number of demat accounts has more than doubled in the last 4 years. And most of these investors? They know how to invest. They know what an index fund is, but they have absolutely no idea how to invest tax efficiently. They're learning half the game. The wealth gap in this country isn't just about income, it's about financial literacy.
The people who build serious generational wealth in India are the ones who understand that returns are just the first chapter. Tax efficiency is the second chapter. And most people never open the second chapter. You, by watching this video, are opening it. That matters. Alright, so let's recap quickly. The 1,25,000 rupees tax-free strategy is simple. Every year before March 31st, sell enough of your equity mutual funds or stocks held over 1 year to realize exactly 1,25,000 rupees in long-term capital gains. Immediately reinvest. Pay zero tax on those gains. Reset your cost basis. Repeat annually. Stack this with your ATC investments, your NPS contribution, and your health insurance deduction, and you've built a genuinely powerful, completely legal, full-picture tax optimization system. The government literally put this in the law for you to use. The question is whether you will. If you found this useful, please hit that like button. It genuinely helps the channel reach more people who need this information. Subscribe if you haven't already. And drop a comment below, are you already doing LTCG harvesting or is this the first time you're hearing about it? I read every comment. Until then, invest smart. Stay curious.